Hello, good cameras on. Mark Pickett is it. Hey, welcome to another episode of Three Black Pratt Grads. We are three graduates of the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, New York, in the Fine Art Photography program. I am grad type one. This is my bud Mark Skinner. Say hello, Mark. And Kenny Nelson. And in today's Jeopardy quest, okay, we're not doing Jeopardy today. This is our fairly regular conversation we have about photography. We like to get together and talk about photography. We like photography. We love photography. Well, some of us love photography. Anyway, we've been doing photography for decades, and we love talking. We get together here and we talk about different topics. And if you check our YouTube page, we've got lots of topics. Come and check them out. So subscribe, please, and ring that bell so that you can find out when we post a new episode. Mr. Nelson, our photographer extraordinaire, like a mania, is our technical director, and he puts together a good show. We're going to be developing it a little bit better, but as for right now, this is what we've got. We're just going to talk about it. And today's topic is my topic. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I called it like a Twilight Zone or a special moment, and I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go with it, but I am a big fan of Ralph Gibson's Somnambulist, the surreality of photography, and not necessarily abstract, but that I'm a firm believer that photography in itself is an abstraction of reality, because it goes from a three-dimensional image to a two-dimensional image, which is an abstraction. But be that as it may, there's a lot of thought into photography, whether it's formal photography or abstract photography or surreal photography. This Ralph Gibson does. Check out Ralph Gibson. If you don't know the name, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Well, what I wanted to do with it is just to get an idea of moments in time and conceptual moments. And go ahead, throw up the first one, Ken, if you would. Appreciate it. Let's see what we've got. Did I explain pretty much everything that we're doing here?
Yes, you did, Greg. You're good.
Okay. All right. This one, that's kind of a self-portrait, but if you look to the right, that's something that we all know and love. It's the dryer, the electric dryer. And after you put enough fabric softener and chemical perfumes on your clothing, there's nothing like that moment when you take the clothing out of the dryer and you just stuff your face in it, and you get a good whiff of that, Johnson & Johnson perfume or Tide perfume, whichever one it is. But I thought about it, I was like, geez, how do I express that in a photograph? It's a moment that sensory, a different sensory, smell and olfactory and whatever other memories that evokes. So I wanted to try to capture that, so I got the little grin on my face. The fabric is super, super soft, and there it is. You got to experience it for yourself. But that's kind of what I had in mind when I was thinking of a surreal moment or a special moment that's hard to capture on film. That's good. I think it'd be a good trial for someone to, any photographer, get out there and try to capture those moments. With all the other things that you can capture in photography, I got a kick out of it in particular. Okay, next one. Sunrises, sunsets, yeah, they happen all the time. But when you combine that with, because I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and I'm probably going to be doing a whole lot more in the next few months. But I'm on the train, I'm up in Sacramento now, and, there's just moments that are kind of, it's like doors and windows and staircases, they all lead somewhere, and like I used to go to the airport and just kind of sit in the, departure, when you could go into the airport and sit in the departure, watch the planes take off and wonder where everybody's going, and write some things about it in my journal. Train stations are similar, it kind of has a Hogwarts feel to it, but that's the kind of thing I was shooting for, Twilight Zone, but, it's like, what's going on here? And it leaves a lot to the imagination if you don't tell the story behind it. Okay, go on to the next one. And this one, that whole dream walking somnambulist kind of idea, where it's like, the separation between reality and surreality, and daydreaming and awake dreaming or night dreaming, or and reflections. Mirrors are always interesting. Like if you look at some of Ralph Gibson's work, they'll have a hand or something or a curtain. It's like where is the depth and what's going on in the image, and this one's like a mirror on the ceiling of an elevator, something you don't normally. But I felt a kind of an odd, like it's an odd space, and I just wanted to capture it because it's like reflecting. It's like that's me, but it's not me. Little things like that. I just get a kick out of photography. I highly recommend all these photographers out there to keep shooting. Learn your camera, learn your tool, learn your f-stops, learn the math of it, and keep shooting it. It's just something that keeps on going. And try some surreality. Look up Ralph Gibson. All right, I'm done. Who's got next? Mark, what do you got for us?
I don't have any photos, but I will say that each one of these photos, I think you've caught a special moment, certainly with the sheet that you have wrapped around your face.
Well, actually, my favorite blankie, but go ahead.
Well, I think what's really nice that it's really about how you've been able to curl your fingers. That and the smile really make the photo. I mean, you've juxtaposed yourself against the open dryer, and I think it's a really good concept for an ad. I mean, fully fleshed out, I think it would be really great. I think the last photo reminds me of an album cover, like somebody, in the at the corner, and the and the one before it's very nice too. I think they're nice photos.
Okay, photo. All right. Well,
I don't know if, I mean, the only question I have is, are sunsets that have just standard perspective, are they really surreal, or are we at the point now where we've seen so many iterations of a sunset that surreal isn't? I mean, it's a special moment, but is it really surreal in any way?
Yeah, I'll say yes. It's still surreal. I get, yeah. I do. I think because it's the classic sunset where it's undisturbed by anything, but once you incorporate something else that is tangible to the human condition, then it turns into something different. It becomes more relatable to the human experience. Therefore, to some degree, it can become more real, but the addition of the sun keeps it surreal, at least to my head, if that makes any sense. But in my head, it does.
That makes sense to me. What about Mark? Yeah, and I apologize to Mark. I didn't have any pictures for his topic last week, and I will never do that again. I will always come up with something so that
No,
it's
no worries. We have plenty.
Well,
we have plenty.
Not now.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I just note to self. I'll be a participatory team member. Go team, rah rah. Yeah, I mean, and like the train, the color of the sun. I know it's partly because of the wildfires that are going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that smoke from the wildfires that gives that overcast?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're worse. They're about to hit Lake Tahoe. If they hit Tahoe area, that's going to be really bad. So prayers up there for those folks, and the prayers for all those people in Afghanistan for sure. And welcome to America.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of wondering if that's kind of the new normal at this point. Every spring.
See. And prayers and thoughts go to those folks in Louisiana that are still coming out from under Hurricane Ida down there. They got hit really bad. They haven't heard a lot about it, but they got hit hard down there. All right, let's move right along. Ken, what you got for us? Surrealism, special moments?
I got moments, yeah, and I think I won't prep you in any way. I'll just show you images, and you just sort of get a sense of why they would fall into a category of Twilight type or what have you, or things that are just a little bit off center, so therefore they create a sense of unsureness. And so I think this is one of them. So we're so used to seeing a standard approach to the way we are in public, and when we see something that is when we catch a moment that is atypical, and we stretch that moment out forever within a photograph, then it becomes solidified in a sort of a different way. And this particular one, I think, solidifies a sort of aspect of life, which is we don't see this moment, at least not in passing. But when we capture that moment, the moment becomes atypical and becomes unusual.
Hmm. That's one thing I miss
In-
about New York. They
Hey, Ken, I'm not sure what makes this moment unusual. Let me see if I can see a little better. Oh, I see. She's looking up. I got it. Fair
Well,
enough.
it's sort of that cloak and dagger thing where
yeah
you have someone walking and their eyes are covered.
Right.
yeah
Yet she's checking to see what the rain is doing. I get it.
Yeah,
through something she can't see through. There's something odd about that.
right.
That's a little
Exactly.
odd.
We know what the attempt is, but what the result that has happened is the unique thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I didn't see it clearly at first, but I think you're absolutely right. Although I'd love to see it cropped a little closer or your position closer. Uh, I think all the
Why?
I think all the wonderful drawing around the outside and the reflection and all of that uh, forces me to sort of move around the photo a lot more than I would if it were had the immediacy of just the figure and maybe some of the figures with the umbrella.
Okay.
I
All right.
I kind of disagree, because I get like a definite like a zombie vampire other than normal feel from her looking into the roof of her hoodie, and of course you can't see through it, but she's got a coffee, and she's in her New York rain gear. That's what I was saying before. One thing I loved about New York, New Yorkers are ready for you name the weather, we're ready for it. and
I mean,
everybody else.
going on in the photo. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just I like I like like I
Yeah.
can't what I mean.
Yeah,
Tighter
I get you.
framing.
I get you. Yeah. I mean, no two flavors are going to taste the same to everybody. So I understand the circumstances. So, oh no, no, right. So let's go on. All right.
All right.
No, I'll hit you with the second. Let me. For some reason, it's not going to the second one. Okay, there's my second image there. And when you see things and you're trying to figure out, hmm,
That's a
something
big
doesn't
cherry.
make sense here.
This is big green cherries.
So, yeah. So in life, you see things and you're told one thing, but you're like, I don't believe that. That can't be true.
Something's not
So
right. Is it me? Yeah.
what about, is it me? Have things changed in this world? So I sort of see things like that, and when you see stuff like that, you're like, okay, I in logic we understand what may have happened, but the fact is within the photograph, what it is what it is, and of course
Damn
we know
right.
what it is not what it is.
Right.
So
Right.
we're really cool. Okay,
Did
and the last one,
you get
I think,
any?
huh?
Did
I
you buy?
think Greg. I think when Greg used reflection in his third image, and I think
Mhm.
reflection is a key component in making things unusual, and
Oh
reflections are
wow.
that.
This is
So,
a straight shot.
yeah, it's a straight shot.
That's a
And
beautiful
so
shot, man.
this is a project I've been working on, and it's part of a series of images that I'm working on that are sort of creating this alternate universe by the use of just a simple reflection in a city street. And
Uh,
so this is something I've been working on, and so this is just one of a series. And I've been working on the series for actually maybe going on in some way, shape, or form, maybe about 19, 20 years. But it's only in the last 5 years and only the last 6 months that I've really put a daily effort into actually exploring and going out and photographing for this project. So
hmm.
this is definitely one of them. And I forgot what I call it, but the name escapes me. It's kind of weird. I've been rolling around a couple of different titles, but you know.
Yeah,
It's
bouncing
like
off of us, man. I like this a lot. I like it a lot.
Okay. And that's all I got.
You want to say something, Mark?
No, I think it's a great photo. I think it's. I remember some of the other photos from the series. It's a really great series. I'd like to see it when it's completed.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna wrap it up. I really like this. I can't wait to see more of those, Ken. Those are great. I mean, there are other series, but that's gonna be a hottie. I can tell. I can feel it. All right. Anyway,
Mhm.
that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. That was that's the Twilight Zone, but special moments here and there. Okay, anyway, that's it. I'm Greg Claypool. We are the three Black grads. We are at the Pratt Institute and Brooklyn, New York Fine Arts Photography program. We get together pretty regularly and discuss photography. If there's a topic you want to hear us talk about, let us know. We're classically trained, but we do a lot of street photography, photojournalism. We're gonna have to do a reintroduction of ourselves so you can get an idea of what it is we do, what we've done, where we've been, and where we're going. And all I gotta do is say is keep shooting and learn your camera, have fun while you're doing it, and share your pictures so we can all enjoy it. I'm Greg Claypool, and that's Mark Skinner. That's Ken Nelson. We're Black Rats. Have a great day.